Hello again, Bob the Vaping Computer Guy. Today we're taking a look at the new RTA and 5 milliliter tank system for your Aspire Cleto. Let's take a vape before we go down to the table. Nice. Let's go look at it up close, and I'll talk to you about it.
Okay, so here we have the new RTA system for the Aspire Cleto, along with the 5 milliliter replacement glass tank. So as you can see here, this is the original tank, and without a coil in it, you can't even put it together. But it's a very nice cup design here, and the coils are actually extremely good, and it's a very nice tank, and I'm hoping that it'll get even better. Let's take a look at the glass here. So get you in focus. So there's your new glass. Alright, let's take this one off. Sorry, going off camera here a minute. That glass is a pain to get off. Actually, that one's going on really easy. So, that's alright. But it does go on pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take out our new RTA system. Ooh, cotton. Wow, a lot of O-rings in there. A lot of extra O-rings, grub screws, Allen key. Looks like I got a couple coils in there already. Velocity style deck. Decent sized airflow holes in there. Looks like it might actually work out pretty good. So this is going to go this way, and it's going to drop in like that. There you go. I like that look. It's a little unusual. All right. Let's get this wicked up. Now, to wick this, though, as you see, you can't exactly... I guess what you can do is... See, are you still able to, yeah, you can still work on it. So let's do it this way. Not used to taking that glass off the Cleto because it normally stays on there pretty tight. Let's throw it on here. Wicking system, as you can see, well, you can't because it's blurry. Let's make it clearer. Alright, it's going to go right down in those slots there and come out over there. Alright. So let's do that. Let's get some cotton. Get some better glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Actually, let's dry burn these coils that came with it first and see what they're going to read. 0.41. Alright, so there you go. Let that cool for a second while we peel the outer layers off of the cotton. Let's grab some juice. Got a little bit of this Vista Vapors Wild Berry. Sorry, went off camera there. So you want to get it in there, but you want to make sure your air holes are still open. Right, you can see it here. Now I've been vaping this setup in the HTC Sense RTA. HTC Sense. Cell phones. The Sense RTA. Same dual coil, same kind of build, a little lower resistance with the same juice for about a week. So I'll have a good comparison, knowing, because I know exactly how that one is doing. Of course, this being a, it would help if I turned it on. This battery isn't so great for this, but there we go, we're bubbling. Alright. So, that. Catch those threads in there. Slide our glass on. Now we fill. You know what? The right thing to do would be to close off that airflow. Let's try and prevent leaking. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Things keeping that glass down. The original glass was very tight. This one doesn't feel as tight around the O-rings. So there you go. All right. So we're gonna vape on this, and then we'll talk about it.
So I've been waiting for this, and it's been advertised for a few weeks. Finally got my hands on one. This adds 5 milliliter juice capacity, which is a separate. You can buy the 5 milliliter tank separately. Where is it? I don't know. I got a box for it somewhere. I showed you up close. All right, you can buy that separately from the RTA system. This goes for about $13. The RTA tank goes for about $3.54. If you buy the RTA, you want the tank, the extra glass, because the other glass is going to give you, you're going to really reduce your juice capacity, okay, by adding that RTA system. That RTA is thicker, quite a bit thicker than the coils. I don't remember what it was in the original. Phone's ringing. I don't remember what it was in the original. Let's say it was 2 milliliters. I don't know, 2.5, 3 milliliters. This would reduce it probably by a milliliter if you just bought the RTA. So spend the extra $3-4 and buy the glass. All right, I'm very happy with this. I liked the tank. I like the coils. I think most people like the coils for it. But I don't like buying coils. I like making coils. You know, it's a lot easier. It's cheaper. The pop in what you want, when you want, resistance you want, whatever you want. You know, you can do temperature control, you can do anything you want instead of buying the coils. So I'm just pulling up these some pictures here that I had. The one thing that's important with this is wicking this properly. I did have leaking in the beginning, and I wasn't putting enough cotton in. You really got to. They're not round holes. They're like slot holes, slots. You really got to get your wicking in there. So, what I recommend for the wicking: put your wicking in as you see here. Right, tuck it down, stick it out. Then go ahead and cut them off. Okay, cut them off right outside the tank, and then just spread them wide, left to right. Make sure you cover the holes and tuck them back in so it looks like this when you're done. Even that one on the left side of the picture there, I could use a little more. But I have had zero leaking. It's been wonderful when you pack that cotton in there. So you got to really get that cotton in there. I pulled out my IPv3Li, which I haven't used in a while, and using the stock coils that came with it. What are they? 0.43 ohms. And I'm rocking this at 57 watts, and it's doing a wonderful job. I love tanks these days that hold at least 5 milliliters of juice. That means I can get a lot longer out of it. These 2 milliliter tanks, with the coils we're using today, I think is just ridiculous. You know, every 30 minutes you're refilling your tank. This works beautiful. Taste is fine. It's just like a standard RTA system. No problems there. Airflow is not the most open, but when it's fully open, it's perfectly acceptable, I feel. It's equivalent to using something like, what else? You got this, you got the Sense tank here. This is the Sense RTA, which I use pretty much about 3/4 open. Something like the iJoy Tornado, which has tons of air. That's not the iJoy Tornado. I got that someplace. Where is it? I was holding that. So the Tornado I use at about half, 3/4 open, and you get a ton of air on it. With the Sense, I use it at about 3/4 open. This I leave it all the way open. All the way open, I'm getting plenty of airflow. I think I just blew juice out though, because I blew into it without vaping. But I've had no leaking once wicking it properly, and it's producing great vapor and great taste. So if you have the Aspire Cleto tank, you tired of buying coils for an extra $16, $17. I think it's a great investment, and it gives you a nice 5 mil tank. Now they say 5 mil. That 5 mil might be using their coils. They don't specify on that. It might be a little less. It might be 4.5 when you're using the RTA system, because it is taking up a little more. It is wider than a coil. It's taking up more space, but it's still absolutely worth it in my opinion. It's a small investment on top of a tank that you have, which I think the tanks were only $22 or something when they came out. So you're not talking a big deal. You're under 40 bucks if you're buying both together. But if you already have the tank, to invest a few more dollars and get the RTA system, if you build coils, it's absolutely worth it. I think it's great. Taste is good. Not the best, but it's pretty good. And the being able to have the extra mills and the extra, building yourself, it's worth it. So there you go. I think you could probably pretty much find them just about everywhere now, where they're coming in stock everywhere. Go ahead and pick one up. Thanks for watching.